Alright. Oh yeah, I intro these things, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Okay, let's see what the fuck happened in this episode. Oh,
Did she even post the last one? I'll take that.
a long time ago.
Did you see
In a
it?
galaxy far, far away.
No, I don't think
Mando
I
is
did.
some shit.
Sure.
So first we have the
posted
guild
Watchmen.
trying to come after
I
him.
haven't
Then we
worked out
got a whole
anything
bunch
else,
of
and I
Imperial
made
soldiers
a
after him,
Yeah.
and then a bunch of Death Troopers show out
There's
of
no
friggin'
Death
nowhere
Troopers.
and waste everyone. And now Mando's pinned. Friends are dying. Bodies are dropping. Shit's finally going down.
And then the meth dealer from Breaking Bad shows up? Like, what kind of show is
Yeah,
this?
where did he come from? And this is Fake Nerds Watch episode.
They're also the one that gets the most.
What episode would this be?
This would
Four?
be the fourth
And I'm like, I
Mandalorian.
feel-
Yeah,
almost
fourth
like a
Mandalorian
service to
episode.
cheapen
We're talking
what's
about
been
Chapter
going
7,
on
The
those,
Reckoning. I am
like,
Ben Magnet. This is
feedback.
Friday
That is actually very
Night.
true. That is
This
true.
is
I
Sparks
will-
Smitty, and the man in the very bright Taco Bell t-shirt is Brandon T. McLaren.
Not sponsored yet.
No, it's just very bright colored.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to blur this.
No?
No, that's not. No, we're
you
fine.
don't. It looks good on you, though.
Thank you.
I actually do mean it.
Speaking of looking good, I like this episode a whole lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's my favorite episode.
Finally, the plot kicked in.
Yay!
Yeah.
One more episode! I love it. But no, if this episode didn't happen, I'd probably feel very differently about the show. But like, it was all culminating into this like, hey, the team's getting together,
Yeah.
and then one of them dies real quickly.
Well, I really appreciate that they finally got a team together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was really sad to see one of them die already, which kind of makes me think that they're probably not going to keep the team.
It's probably this season kind of thing.
Yeah. But I really appreciated that because it was the dynamic I've always wanted to see.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna keep Cara Dune.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I think they're going to keep Cara. They're
And
going to keep
they'll-
IG-11.
Yeah, I think they'll keep the droid too.
IG-11, Taika Waititi in his most subdued role.
Yes.
Yeah.
A robot who serves tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's honestly my favorite part of this episode, actually, because like it's a thing of like, hey, robots learning and stuff. That's like my favorite. That's my jam. But like seeing them go from this like broken assassin droid to a calmly, I'm Alfred the butler giving you tea.
Well, yeah, he talks about like, droids are just kind of neutral. They're programmed to do what they want. Well, so they're programmed to do what we want, and they grow from there. But like, you can reprogram them.
Mando's
It's
got
like
a grudge.
it's like another encapsulated message about nature versus nurture. Listen to our Rise of Skywalker review
Hey.
to understand that.
Nurture.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But Mando's got
now?
out.
It's probably out now.
Out now.
Out around now, yeah.
I would say so.
But Mando hates droids because they killed his family.
Yeah.
And he's got some trauma about that.
Yes,
but,
he does.
But yeah, what's his name? Quill?
Quill.
Quill?
Or
Quill?
Quill?
He's like,
Says
no.
Quill.
Quill. I was like, no, man, they're neutral. Like, I trained it. It's a great person. Like, do you trust me? Then trust my droid. And
Poor
he's like,
droid
"You
drops
got
the
it."
crate on top of a lizard thing, though.
He was
That
learning.
was, I know.
That was in his learning phase.
I felt so bad for the blurgs.
When he's missing the food and it's just like,
The blurg is going like,
Giant tadpole, ugly monster.
Just yelling at
Yeah.
this IG unit.
that's Brandon.
Yeah, we also get see Cara Dune again.
Yes.
Happy to see her again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In Fight Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a
Man,
Galactic Fight Club.
that tether thing was dope.
That's a cool
That is
idea.
a
Yeah.
cool. That's a cool.
You
way to
get too
fight.
far away from the person and it shocks you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's either shock or they draw each other closer together.
I think it's like tug of war
it
kind
seemed
of thing.
like when one of them stepped far enough away, there was like a spark around it, and it looked like it hurt, and they stepped
Oh,
forward again.
okay.
It also keeps them
So I
together,
imagine
yeah.
that it like hurts them if they're a certain
Yeah.
distance away.
Okay.
They were definitely grabbing it too.
Yeah.
I'm sad to see Werner Herzog go.
Yeah, but he went out in a pretty cool way, being killed by his own men, potentially.
end of his shared narrative.
Yeah, I think that's a good line.
I like how he talks.
Yeah.
Can I see the baby?
Yes.
The episode starts with the Mandalorian flying through space. He gets a message from Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers, right?
Carl Weathers, yeah.
Yeah. So he gets the
Combat
transmission
Carl.
from Combat Carl, and
You can get a stew going.
No.
Where's the development?
no, okay. But he's like, hey, so if you're alive, good. I'm still alive. You didn't kill me.
Mando!
You might be
But,
surprised to know that I'm still alive, and I'm like, I don't think he is.
No, he was there.
Yeah, he shot you.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, so that client that you didn't kill, he's still here and he brought more dudes.
And now the town sucks.
Ruined my town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's ruined
Yeah.
my town.
Yeah.
I like that. It was so clearly a trap.
Oh, yeah.
I totally knew it was going to be a trap.
100%.
But I love that he turned when it was like, oh shit, this thing's cute.
Yeah. And also that showed like the Mandalorian has honor and like he helped save his life when they were attacked by desert dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So, like
By the
pterodactyls.
creatures from Pitch Black.
Yeah, the creatures from Pitch Black. Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah. I just love it when he goes over to the thing. He's like, "Oh, nothing can go wrong." Creature just flies out of nowhere. It's like, you had to say it.
The blurgs.
Oh my god, they were getting taken away like cattle. Yeah, dude, it was sad.
That's so sad.
Mando got hurt a little bit. Carl Weathers got scratched real bad.
Yeah. The Venom was taking over.
Oh, Marshall Mathers is in this?
I feel like we jumped really far ahead.
We did.
Well,
yeah,
talking about it.
because he gets the transmission. He goes, the Mandalorian goes, collects his crew, which is Cara Dune, and while they're talking, him and Cara Dune on the ship.
Baby Yoda's
flying a ship, and it's like, okay, we need to watch that. We need to get
Dad,
someone
look
to
what
watch
I can
this.
do.
So they go to Queen.
Pause. When he goes and talks to Cara Dune, that's when she's like, "No, I'm happy. I don't want any of it."
You're right.
It's not some Mark. It's an Imperial. Oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
Immediately, I'm in.
You're
F
right.
Imperials.
I like that they call them imps.
I wanted to cover that. That's an important character
That
detail.
is. That is.
I like that they call them imps.
Yeah, I love when they call them imps.
Yeah.
Kill the imp.
I like Cara Dune because she's a proud rebel fighter.
Yeah.
Like she has a tattoo of when she was a shock trooper. And she's like, I don't hide it. Like I don't give a shit. But like except when she has to go incognito and stuff. But she's like just a tough lady, and I like her character a lot.
I
Me too.
didn't notice, but her tattoo is the first time I saw it. But her tattoo is the
this one
Rebel
here?
insignia. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Oh yeah, you weren't with us when we did that.
Nope.
Right.
No.
Yeah, I noticed because of it was our pop vinyl too.
That's how I knew about it too,
Interesting.
because I saw the pop vinyl before she showed up in the show, and I'm like, oh.
I also think
Because it's more prominent on the pop because it has to be.
Yeah.
I think Gina Carano is like really natural in this role.
I think
Like
so.
I've seen her in a bunch of like action movies, and like she's generally okay, but like she feels really natural in this universe.
Yeah.
She didn't have much to say in Deadpool.
No. But she's been in movies like Haywire and
Oh,
Fast and the Furious and other things.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She's
I
like
want-
a better Ronda Rousey.
Way better, Ronda Rousey.
better.
Way better.
No, she fits in really well into this role. I'd like to see her stick around.
I would too.
Oh, I hope she does.
Yeah.
I like her a lot.
I also wanted to see Nick Nolte stick around.
Yeah, I do too. I think.
I want her to cock them guns.
Oh, I was like, she's messed with a lot of guns in the ship.
Oh,
Yeah. It is. It's not exactly a complaint because like I think it's done well, but like getting the team together and then killing one so quickly in the same episode when these are only essentially half-hour episodes. It was a little fast, but like again, it's the end of the season is next episode, so like they gotta do something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I wasn't bothered by it. I thought it worked in the story.
Yeah, I feel it also worked in the story. I wanted the team. I just wanted a team for so long, and I finally got it. And they're like, oh,
Yeah, I wish this was like 10 episodes now that we had the team together.
I don't feel like Queel was ever intended to be a permanent member.
Yeah.
Whereas the others feel like they can be.
Yeah, sure.
So that's why it's like.
Yeah,
No,
it
I
makes
get
sense.
it. I'm just sad that he died.
I like all the interactions between all those characters together.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I love the interaction between Queel, Cara, and the Mandalorian after little baby Yoda starts force choking Cara.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, when her
Oh
and
my
Mandalorian.
God.
So her and Mandalorian, they're in a arm wrestling match, and of course, Baby Yoda, he's a baby, he doesn't know what's going on, so he starts force choking Cara.
Don't hurt my daddy.
Yeah.
So here's what's so interesting. The first time we saw this, the first episode we ever did, we were kind of wondering like, is it an instinct that he has, or is he conscious of the fact that he can use the Force? It is now very clear that he is conscious of the fact that he can use the Force. So
Yeah.
he's the equivalent of like a 1-year-old child who knows he has these magical powers.
There's a line where is it Carl Weathers? He's like, oh, he hasn't grown at all since I last saw him or something, and it's like, well, clearly like months have passed.
Queel.
It's Queel, yeah, like he hasn't grown at all. It's like because it's a Yoda, whatever that means for the species, but like. He could potentially be smarter and more developed than we think, and he just still looks like a baby.
Yeah.
So like, and we're learning more and more as we go along. Yeah.
The only thing, like, he can't speak, but that could just be because perhaps he is not as young as we were led to believe.
Yeah.
Well, he's 50 years old.
Well, I know, but
We don't know
In
how it
terms of Yoda,
translates.
that
So,
he could be a teenager.
when
yeah.
he's force choking, I'm like, holy crap! Like that is a.
And he had a grimace, like he knew what he was doing.
That is a dark power that he knows how to use.
But
he doesn't know right from wrong because he's a baby.
Yeah.
But I don't think he has like
Like a malice.
No, I was gonna say like I don't think he has a full concept of what it means.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
He knows,
he
like
can
he has
do
a
it.
natural connection to the Force, and I think he has some relative idea of what that power is, but not how it directly works with him.
Yeah. It's just weird.
It came, it wasn't like out of nowhere, but it was like, oh wow, like, this is awful. He can just do this.
I think also what they were introducing, which is really cool, is because we specifically get Queel talking about reprogramming the droid in this episode, is that it's saying, I nurtured him into this, and we're seeing that he immediately went to a force choke power because who's nurturing him?
The Mandalorian.
And all he sees is violence.
That's a good point. Yeah.
It's like those memes of the Mandalorian who, when he was shooting Jawas, and the baby was like, eh.
Oh, I always like the Frieza one of that. Just kill him, Zaman.
Again, I going back to like Queel and the reprogramming, I really like that scene where it's like, you got to be patient. You can't. It's not something you can just like twist with a knife. It's something you got to let it grow and manifest. And I'm like, that's like with Baby Yoda.
I love the detail that Queel's. We didn't know that his servitude was into the Empire.
Yeah, because he's an Ugnaught, and they worked with the Empire, like we saw in Empire Strikes Back.
3 human lifetimes.
Yeah, that's a lot of life, man. Oh boy.
Yeah.
And he paid his debt to society, basically.
He's like, I paid off the debt my village owed, and now I'm free.
I earned it with my hands, but it's
and then Mando gets him killed.
It's rough to recognize that, and that means like 3 human lifetimes. He probably like fell into it just before the Empire started.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
Yeah.
What was I wanted to talk about?
So to him, from his perspective, theoretically, the Republic and the Empire would be synonymous.
Yeah, totally.
How is it
like
work?
regime change?
Like if he did it for about 3 human lifetimes, that's longer than Anakin's life.
Yeah. Let's just say 50 years. It's like 150 years, basically.
Yeah,
that's a long ass time, man.
That's before the Republic fell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Way back in the old Republic, almost.
Yeah.
I thought this episode was really interesting. What I wanted to touch on with the Death Troopers that we see at the end of the episode. We've seen Stormtroopers. They're a lot lazier than Stormtroopers that we are familiar with.
Oh, they're chilling. Yeah.
But
let me see a chain code.
Yeah.
But we see Death Troopers. The last time we saw them in live action was Rogue One.
Yep.
Now, it has not been confirmed in canon. However, there is a lot of chatter that they are supposed to be what remains of the clone army. And that's why
that stayed loyal.
That stayed loyal to the Empire.
Yeah.
Almost like the 501st?
A little bit, yeah. So, like, they're what remains of what was the clone army, because the Stormtroopers are all a volunteer army, whereas the clones were manufactured.
Yeah.
And so that would be why they are...
They were literally made for battle, so it makes sense why they're all Death Troopers who are, like, the elite.
And fought and lived through the entire Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Again, like, it hasn't been, like, confirmed, but I think that's an awesome idea.
Yeah.
Like, and I think there's no reason why they shouldn't do something
Death
like
Troopers are in the new video game Jedi Fallen Order also. They were in Rebels.
Cool. Yep.
So yeah, they're
in Battlefront too.
They are popping up, and so I hope we learn more about them, because I really like the prospect of clones still serving the Empire.
That is such a radical idea too. Yeah.
I don't know where I watched it or where exactly it was from, but I saw this clip online of a stormtrooper overlooking a clone trooper, and of course the clone trooper was shot. He was wounded. He takes off his helmet to look up, and the stormtrooper is staring down. The stormtrooper takes off his helmet. And it's a clone. It's a clone fighting a clone. And then Stormtrooper shoots the clone trooper, puts his helmet back on, and walks away.
Well, there was a lot of old canon that touched on the fact that perhaps the Stormtroopers weren't as reliable as the clone troopers, was because that Palpatine rushed their cloning, so they were being churned out a lot faster.
That makes sense.
So they just weren't as good. But that was thrown out with the EU, and for a long time it was just kind of like no. Palpatine had mostly a volunteer army. The Stormtroopers were mostly just what we know as a military now.
He convinced everyone to join through propaganda.
Yeah, through that, and that kind of became the thing.
And a diminished, weakened workforce where he made it seem like the clones were wiped out for the most part in a loss that was orchestrated by the Jedi.
Yeah. So like the clones were kind of phased out as more of them, because the clones had an accelerating growth rate anyway, so they wouldn't have lasted through the height of the Empire anyway.
Yeah.
But like there's the idea that Death Troopers could possibly be the remaining clones is kind of cool.
That would be cool.
The clones that A
bunch of veterans,
the clones that A survived and B are now loyal to the Empire.
Yeah. Let's talk about Moff Gideon. He shows up for 2 minutes.
Moff Gideon landing a TIE fighter In a strange way.
In a very grandiose way.
I've never seen TIE fighters land like that.
I bet he's like, I want my own special TIE fighter.
Well, he's a Moff. He probably can get those special.
What's interesting is that they still call him a Moff, even though the title means nothing.
Yeah.
None of his ranks mean anything.
Well, maybe maybe within the New Republic doesn't matter, but within like the small sects of the Empire that are still trying to eke out a living, essentially. It's like, oh my god, he's a Moff. We have to do what he says.
I do like that Cara Dune and...
This guy definitely listens to Richard E. Grant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cara Dune and the Mandalorian are like, who's this guy?
Yeah.
Like, the Empire's gone. He's like, he's like this super big guy in charge. And I'm like, well, who the hell is he? Like, the Empire's gone. But he's still like, you have no idea what you have, do you? It's so important to me. And I'm like, why is it so important?
You know, it's possible, going back to what I speculated last week, last episode we did this, that if he's from the unknown regions, he would be part of the Empire that's rebuilding into the First Order.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that could be why he's still a Moff and why he's still got that power, is because he's from what was the remnants of the Empire.
And that's why
especially because no spoilers for Rise of Skywalker, but we know there are officers from the Empire that have lasted from the war in Return of the Jedi all the way up to the time of Rise of Skywalker, so he could definitely be amongst those ranks.
Yeah, there was a DLC there was a character in the story mode of Battlefront 2 where he lived through the Empire and eventually became an officer in the First Order.
I actually just replayed the final mission in Battlefront 2 with Kylo Ren. He betrays his homies and becomes a First Order officer. Yeah. And that would be cool if he might have maybe showed or didn't show up in Rise of Skywalker.
Paul Blackthorne?
Yeah. It would have been cool.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Paul Blackthorne's appearance would have been awesome.
Listen to our Rise of Skywalker review, up probably now.
Yep, you heard it first.
I'm sure you've seen it. If you're watching Mandalorian, you've probably seen it. Real close to now, so...
it's not... I don't really have a lot to touch on with this one.
I'm just curious. It looks like the finale is going to be like a giant battle between them and the whole army.
They definitely have to escape.
Yeah.
And I'm interested
also,
to see...
Carl Weathers might join the team.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
That's
they got
true.
the baby. The imps got the baby. So
I know.
The baby.
But I think what's more likely is he'll probably stay on that planet. I think they'll just be the three... And Carl Weathers will be like a reliable communication about surveys of what's going on.
He'll be their bounty hunter guy. Like, here's a bounty.
Maybe IG-11 will...
He'll help them steer clear of bad jobs.
Yeah. He's probably going to fly in on the Razor's Crest and blast a whole bunch of troopers away.
I am curious to know what the next season is going to be.
We'll find out soon.
Yeah, I was actually, after this episode, I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, you know what, you got me back on board. It was kind of being laxed a little bit last time, but now I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm really interested.
I think the last episode just wasn't very good.
Yeah, and then so next season I'm like, is Baby Yoda still in this in this show, or what are we going?
The last episode was the one that felt the most skippable to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
In hindsight, it has nice elements. But, even in comparison to 4, which I think is the other weakest episode of the season so far, 4 at least gives us the introduction of Cara Dune, and everything with her is really solid. Even if, the domesticated Mandalorian plotline is really silly and overdone.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's at least relevant because it plays out here. Whereas the last episode, gave me no real context of anything extra, and if you skipped it, you wouldn't miss a thing.
Yeah. Again, I like this episode.
The only thing it fills in is the idea of how, scrapped for... extra resources and stuff that the Mando is.
Yeah.
That's it. That he's so desperate as to take a job like that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that it gives me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. One other thing I want to mention that I actually really liked was Warner Herzog, before he was blown away, he looks to Mando and is like, why did Mandalore ignore the Empire? Why?
It's a good speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty much going on this whole speech of how the Empire makes everything it touches better, but Mandalore resisted. Why did it do that? Why did it get wiped out? You guys are dumb.
It's definitely after the events of Rebels that he's referring to. Something because Rebels had a lot of Mandalore in the Empire, so I'm very curious to know what happened between where we saw Sabine's Mandalore that she helped, liberate from the Empire to where we see them now. I'm curious to know what happened there.
It also made me think a lot about when he was saying that the part in Solo when they're invading the planet and it says we will kill all the invaders, and it's like it's their home, we're the invaders.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, Imperial stuff is propaganda bullshit.
It's
That's
like,
what,
we'll bring peace and order to the Empire.
Do you think we see Sabine and the Darksaber sometime in the show?
I think this would probably be the show it shows up on. Of all the places.
That's really tough because I don't know if they can translate the voice actress looking like the live actor, and I think it would be a disservice to replace the voice actress. It's not like Ashley Eckstein playing Ahsoka in live action because she can be under so much makeup to look like the part, and Sabine doesn't have that advantage. And I feel like it'd be really messed up to translate her over to live action, not bring that actress over. Because of the age she needed to be at this point.
Sure, good point.
And that makes me say no, because as much as I want to see that in live action, I don't want to see them recast her for it to work.
Yeah, I get that.
Because I think that's messed up. I don't like when that kind of thing happens when it's something so interconnected like this.
I'd really like to see it.
I'm saying I'd like to see it. I don't think it happens. Purely for that reason. But it's possible. You'd have to do some heavy makeup work.
Or you could cast someone who looks like the person and have
Voice
do the voice.
dub.
I don't like that either.
Darth Maul.
Yeah, Darth Maul, exactly.
Yep.
To be fair, that was the same concept that they were doing with Darth Maul in episode 1. From the get-go.
Yeah, Peter Serafinowicz
was someone else doing the voice.
Peter Serafinowicz.
They just gave it to Sam Witwer because he ultimately voiced Darth Maul for longer.
Yeah.
I like the Empire. Werner Herzog. He's just like totally. I love bad guys who drink the Kool-Aid of like their cult or whatever, and he's just like you were saying, Ben. Like when the Empire was around, like the worlds were so much more prosperous, and look at it now, everything's in chaos. Does it look better after the revolution?
Right.
And I'm like, oh, you're so full of it. I love it.
It's like, yeah, you're the one causing the chaos and
But to be fair, the New Republic had a hard time getting started.
Yeah.
It was mentioned in a lot of stories in the Visual Dictionary, specifically for Force Awakens, that the New Republic never had the foothold that the Republic had.
Yeah.
There were a lot of systems that didn't join the New Republic after
The new
Empire
separatist
fell.
army.
So there was a whole lot
And they were in denial that there was anything left of the Empire that could be a threat, which is why Leia had to form the Resistance without them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's a lot of stuff that a lot of the planets that fell that no longer had Imperial control didn't join the New Republic and just were alone. So there's a lot of chaos in the galaxy at the time before the New Republic really got started.
It still will be.
Yeah.
Even after Rise.
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker. I think that's it.
That's it. I got nothing.
That's all I got.
Only 30 minutes.
Yep.
There you go.
Who, I guess Werner Herzog was not important enough to keep alive.
He's the Snoke of this
They blasted
season.
the crap out of him.
Yeah.
I think he was probably just like the setup guy for the Moff, who's probably the bad guy for next season, honestly.
No, for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got some good speed.
He got wasted.
Yeah. And again, I do like the aspect of like these ex-Imperials killing other ex-Imperials. Because like the baby is so important.
Possible that we could see sometime in the show General Hux's dad.
Good.
Because he was an Imperial officer.
Yeah.
That's true.
Who survived into the First Order.
I'd love to see Bill Nye.
Oh, just show up?
That's an about time reference.
Oh.
It was about time for that.
No. Bye.
I question now. I think Werner Herzog didn't even know how valuable the child was.
Not at all. He was the middleman for the Moff.
Yeah. I don't even think until he saw the kid he knew what it was.
Yeah.
And when he saw it, he's like, oh,
This is neat.
that's weird.
It's like, oh, look at this cute little baby.
This is
Pet.
not what I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Overall good.
Oh yeah.
I liked this episode a lot. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to next
The
week's.
finale. Yeah.
If he just hadn't called Queel over the radio, he would have made it.
I think that there should be 9 episodes, not 8, personally.
This isn't Watchmen. It's gotta be 8.
Because I think it'd be cool if all the episodes of Star Wars were 9 episodes because of the 9 saga movies.
What about Rogue One and Solo?
Doesn't matter. It's poetry. It rhymes.
It's poetry. It rhymes.
Circular.
It's poetry. It's lazy.
Yes! Thank you.
Oh.
I love it.
I feel like that statement is lazy. Yeah, no, this was a good episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the westerny cornered-in feeling
Oh,
of
yeah.
them surrounding them inside the bar.
I think it's gonna be
Kind of
it's gonna be
feel.
like a final standout, and like there's gonna be casualties on both sides probably, you know,
Oh,
that
yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah. All right.
Do you think we find out who walked up to Ming-Na Wen's body in the next episode?
Yes.
Or that's a season 2 thing?
I think it'll be addressed.
I want to say yes, but I will not be surprised if it becomes a season 2 thing.
I'm gonna roll the dice and say we don't find out in the episode, and then the credits end, and it's post-credits
Oh.
set up for season 2 that we find out who it is. It's
But
Boba Fett.
it's Boba. It's the boobs.
Or Carl Weathers just like, yeah, I tracked you on Tatooine.
So I would
so
say it's definitely
killed
not
you."
Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's
At
definitely
this-
not Carl Weathers.
At this point, I don't get the impression that it's Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
But I thought
The Big B.
I thought potentially Carl Weathers was following him. Was
the
my
big
theory.
BF full of a bunch of BS.
Yeah.
I'm out of that Sarlacc pit.
Okay.
I
That's it.
think that's it.
That'll do
Yeah,
her.
That will do her.
That's Amanda for you.
Yeah.
Is called The Reckoning?
The Reckoning,
The
yes.
Okay. There will be a next
Oh, I
next
liked
episode.
I liked that the attack from the creatures around the fire pit was very pitch black.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that movie a lot.
I did too.
Me too. Me too.
Chronicles of Riddick, yo. Alright, that'll do it. We did this because it's just 1 instead of 2 like we've been doing, because Ryan's about to leave for the Christmas time.
Bye.
And
Bye,
holidays and all
Ryan.
Bye, I
that.
gotta go right now. Bye.
And also as part of that, we also don't know when we're going to do the last episode of this because holidays. So
Yeah.
we'll figure it out, and it'll go up when it goes up.
Take that.
That's how
What
that
are you
goes.
gonna do about it? Nothing.
That's it.
Check out
we're
our
all
holiday
from the
annual.
Fake Nerd podcast. You can listen to that wherever you listen to podcasts: iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, Spotify. Rate and review wherever you get us. And you can check out all our stuff here on YouTube just as you've been doing. We do have a holiday annual out on Christmas, which probably by the time this is up, it's already out. So is our review of Rise of Skywalker, and our Watchmen discussion is done, and we're putting
TikTok.
out more Basement Arcade,
Buzz.
and we're getting to Dark Crystal later.
Crystals.
Crisis. After this.
There's Crisis.
There
There's
is.
Crisis Part 1. There'll be a Crisis Part 2 after those episodes are out. That's it.
There'll be a new Basement Arcade starting in the new year.
There will be new episodes of Sonic when I get them done.
Hell yeah, baby.
So yeah, it is what it is. Happy holidays to you. It's probably after the holidays, so I hope it was good.
Hey, there's always a holiday around the corner.
That's true.
Yeah.
Until then, where can they find you?
I'm at BT McClure on Instagram and Twitter.
You can find me on the internet at BenMagnet27 on both Instagram and Twitter.
You can find me at DJ Tony Snark everywhere on Instagram and Twitter.
Oh, did I seriously say that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's late. We've been recording all day. We're tired.
You can find me at SparksWitty on Instagram and Twitter, SPARKZ Witty.
So where did we...
Sparks Witty, Instagram and Twitter. And you can find me there. And that will do it. So until next time,
And
guys.
that's the tooth.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Stay fake nerds.
Yeah.
This is stupid, but I love it.
Yeah.
Gush
This was dope. Man, Shrek is such a good movie.
I like Shrek.
It's dated as hell.
It totally is.
Yeah.
But some of you will die, and as a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Oh, it's us now.
What's that, John Lithgow, right?
Yes. Have you seen what he looks like in Bombshell?
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh, I did.
Roger Ailes, it's insane. It's uncannily, it's so scary.
I'm like, dang. John
All
Lithgow.
the makeup in that movie is like really good.
I really want to see that movie, actually.
Yeah, Nicole Kidman,
And
looks
Charlize
like Nicole
Theron.
Kidman's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
where like you can just barely see Nicole Kidman behind it all.
This is the way.
I have spoken.
Excuse me.
Man.
Astra.
Oh my god, that thing's about to fall. She was tripping. We're in X Games mode. Hold on. Watch out. Excuse me. Hey. Stop.
Get down from Pride Rock.
Oh! That was a surprise.
What, was Emma underneath that?
Yeah. She was.
Filming with animals.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, Mando. Start with an M and an A, and then the N, and then the D, and then the O. Mando?
You always stop with the D.
But then you keep going until you get the O.
Oh. I think Brandon's lost it.
That's from Office Space.
Do you remember the Clone Wars episodes where they would open with the Starship Troopers thing? The Republic is under attack!
Yes.
Oh, the parody? Oh, I like that. Okay.
They would always kind of open with like this
Would you like to buy
newsreel
more?
thing.
War has come to. Yeah.
Yeah.
War has come to my Gito.
It's like the Star Wars version of the Legend of Korra recap.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love those.
Shit is hitting the fan. Alright. Oh yeah, I intro these things, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Okay, let's see what the fuck happened in this episode. Oh,
Did she even post the last one? I'll take that.
The insert.
Did you see it?
Just
No, I don't think I did.
maybe you forgot to send me the picture.
I posted Watchmen, and I haven't worked on anything else because I made Downright Nerdy a priority.
Yeah.
So,
No, there's no judgment. I was just asking.
I actually don't know the answer, because I don't pay attention to our YouTube. I
Alright.
should more.
So,